And we are back with the Real Teachers of Atlanta. Please remember to like and subscribe. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and now we're on Threads.
Yes.
We are here with a recap of season 1. Ladies, it has been a roller coaster. How are you all feeling?
Let's get into it.
Yes.
It's definitely been something.
It definitely has. So much happened in season 1. Woo, so much. So much. But I think that a lot of things had to happen for
Agreed.
us to be in this second phase.
Let's see. Favorite moment of season 1 or favorite episode?
Probably was a luau. Like the luau really ruffled a lot of feathers.
It shook the table, as they say.
Yes. I think
Um,
that was that's my favorite too. I think so.
I like that we dressed up,
Yeah.
and I think with the luau, a lot of people start noticing who we are.
Mhm. Can you tell our viewers what the luau is if they haven't? Like, what is the luau?
Yes. So the luau was the episode that we talked about. Wasn't it special education? No,
It was
No.
ISS.
ISS, and how ISS is now like your vacation spot if you are, having some challenging behavior in school. We just send you down to the luau so you can, get your little ham and pineapple and your little, non-alcoholic beverage.
Your
Your little pina
candy
colada.
and your round table discussions and your
Yes.
therapy.
Yeah.
And it was really hard for teachers because students wanted to go to ISS. So we couldn't even discipline students in class. We couldn't send them to ISS. So they were tearing up the classrooms, and teachers pretty much had no power. So we decided to dress up like we were at the luau. And a lot of people didn't like that. That really ruffled a lot of feathers. A lot of people felt like we were questioning their disciplinary skills, which were horrendous,
Mm.
I didn't mean
awful. I mean, there should be no student that is not afraid to go to ISS. Not afraid, but it should be an embarrassment to go to ISS. And it just wasn't for students. They wanted to go and get their chips and Coke after they've cursed out a teacher, walked out of the classroom.
Yes, all of that.
Not the chips and Coke.
Chips, Coke, Starburst,
Yes, Jolly Ranchers, the candy.
Jolly Ranchers, a pat on the back, a hug.
Round
Walk
table.
around the class, walk around the school. What? Go hang out.
Whatever was available.
Yeah.
And so, those were our experiences when, in not just only our experience, it was happening worldwide.
Yeah.
And we heard the teachers over social media. We heard our teacher friends, and we heard our own selves, and we decided that we wanted to talk about it. And so that's what we did. It happened. Like I said, it ruffled some feathers, got some people in their feelings. But those were our experiences, and so many other teachers around the world.
Yeah. I think like when we saw the number of comments, the number of like we would have, obviously the clips of the videos would get posted and teachers were chiming in, parents were chiming in, like the feedback was very, very much the same, like consensus, like, yeah, we're experiencing the same thing here. We could see other teachers, commentary or their posts on social media. We were fed up. Teachers were fed up about the lack of disciplinary support or the lack of administrator support when it came to behavior management. And it was really crazy. So I think we were spot on that one for sure. So
Do we have clips from any of the episodes?
The one that
oh my gosh.
the one that I think that was the one. We had some things that happened to me and Miss Carter that we're definitely gonna talk about it in season 2.
And so my issue is this.
all that time and effort that was put into creating this wonderful vibe in ISS. What happened to the teachers lounge? What happened to the
I don't know. Let's ask Franklin.
Franklin, what do you think?
Dun, dun, dun.
Damn, Franklin ain't got nothing to say.
Ain't got shit to say.
Franklin got more of a disciplinary action than some of our.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Is our friend that we invited to the luau. So for those that want to know who Franklin is, Franklin made an appearance at our photo shoot too. I don't know. The luau was kind of like our declaration, our it's like we spoke for all teachers that have just been fed up with the ways that certain schools are ran, the way that discipline is conducted in the school system. So sometimes you have to kind of show people how stupid things look. You know,
I mean, you're not wrong. You're really not.
this is insane. And of course, it's not literally a luau, but I mean, when you think about how luxurious ISS is, looks like Maui.
It was definitely a good time.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Sun on the beach.
So the luau episode, we got a phone call from my producer. He called me. And see, I think he called me because I'm a little bit more, how can I say, not diplomatic, but just
That's a good word.
okay.
Good word.
So it takes a lot to really get me over the edge. He informed me that he had double booked. You know, the room where we record, it's kind of small, but it's a nice size room. It has sound padding, but on the outside, it was going to be like a whole photo shoot thing, right, with a lot of music. So I said, okay, all right. So I hang up. I immediately call Nikki. I said, Nikki. I said, have you gotten in the car yet? She said, yeah, I'm in the car. Yeah, I got everything in the car. Yeah, I'm putting everything in the car. I said, you might not want to do that because our producer just called. He said, we got to cancel. What? I was waiting, and then she just hangs up. Like,
I was mad if I hung up. I didn't know I hung up.
I was like, okay. So I called Ty. I'm like, Ty, we're not recording.
I had my outfit on.
We're getting, and you know, Ty talks a lot slower than Nikki does. So, Joy, I'm getting in the car and I'm going to the studio. I'm dressed. She hangs up. I'm like, okay, so I guess I'll get.
It was gonna be me and Rose that day because we were going on. We was recording.
What must go on?
The
So
show
must
was
go
going
on.
on.
So we
Like,
get there.
What?
Oh, I remember this. I do, and I remember fussing. I think I fussed the whole way.
It was bad.
I think we came in slamming.
We came there. We were dressed. That was our biggest episode. Like, it was a themed episode. We had props. We had costumes. We had decorations. Like
Food.
it was a whole production.
And then
God let it out. You know what? They told us to stop holding
and
back.
then we got put out in the bag.
No,
Like,
go back. You forgot a part. When we tried to look to see what was going on.
we got to know shit. Now, but their music was bleeding over into our segment. But we got to know shit. We couldn't see what was going on because it was a spiritual. They ain't even have carnival this year. After all that.
So the client that he was working with, I guess it's a big thing. I forgot which country they were from, but it's like a big reveal. Who was it?
It was a Caribbean country.
Okay. So I guess Nikki and Ty tried to open the door to see, and they were like, no, you know, other people can't see what's going on. You know, that's their tradition, their rituals. Okay. So this was after we finished recording. We were trying to leave.
I think
And go through the front.
We were trying to go. Yep, we were trying to leave,
They
and
done told us to go through the back.
it said it escorted us out the back.
Yeah, we were escorted out the back. We were escorted out. But our producer said he didn't know. He didn't know that was happening. And if he had known, then it
might have been a different story.
It was terrible. Right. And let's talk about me falling down the steps.
So
that was when I was in my falling down stage. I don't.
That's when you were having real bad issues with your balance.
Yeah, stressed out from work.
Yes.
So I was falling down, fell down the steps.
But no, Ty, you gotta back up. So what helped us? You gotta tell us what we had. So you gotta tell it right now.
You gotta tell the whole story. Go ahead.
Go ahead and do it, Joy.
People tired of hearing me talk. Let somebody else do it.
All right. So as we got put out from the back, Joy and I were walking down the steps with all our stuff in our hands because remember we couldn't go through the front, so we had to go outside though.
Yeah, which is like this huge flight of stairs, iron stairs.
Had to be 15.
Blacks in the back. Blacks in the back. So it was about 20 steps.
Yeah.
It was on the second floor. All I know, I went tumbling down. Bloop, 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 bloop. Ended on the step. I still had stuff in my hand.
She ain't dropped nothing.
Boy, she wouldn't look like she ain't in no rush, but she can't say about me. I don't even know what Rose was.
Shut up, coming through.
I think it was the initial shock. Like I couldn't believe.
Or like she tried to catch me, but I couldn't be caught. I'm talking about I was gone, like down the stairs.
Before I knew it, I was like, oh my God. Like she just went
straight
flying down. You could have really hurt yourself.
Yes. I heard it. You did have a bruise, didn't you?
That was from falling in the street. When I went running. Fell clean out. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I got out to see it. I got out to see if anybody seen me.
You fell in the street.
Joy, I told you when me and Nala went walking, I just fell down. My doctor told me I was under a lot of stress.
You fell down. It just fell out. Like you didn't fall over.
Fell in the street. Didn't trip over no shoe. I skinned my whole leg up. Y'all seen it? God, I'm so ashamed. I know somebody seen me. I was so ashamed.
Doing?
Looking at me like I know you. She was ashamed. Like I had embarrassed her. Now looking at me like, girl. And for those of you who don't know, Nala's my fur baby.
That's her fur baby. She's about this big.
She's not that big.
She's about this
so little.
Don't listen.
Cute.
I think I got a clip when Joy met Nala. I'll have to
find that. Where's the dog? What about the dog that you met at the recording studio?
What dog?
You know the dog. The man brought the dog in.
Oh, you talking about the Joy met.
The dog wanted Joy to pet him so bad.
Hey, cutie patootie. Hey, mushroom pie. Hey, mushroom mushroom. Hey, mushroom mushroom.
Can Miss Carter rub him?
No. Hi. I'm fine. Yeah, he's so cute.
So cute. Bye, Kapuka Puka.
It's a girl.
Hey,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What's up?
It's like, pet me, please.
I can't even record in peace.
No. They like you. I think you really are a dog person. You just don't know it yet. They like.
I'd rather have a cat.
But
a cat.
I would rather have a cat.
You know she's a witch.
I do not like cats.
You definitely supposed to have a cat.
If you get a cat, I would be okay with your cat because I feel like your cat would be so bougie. It would fit right in.
I think I would want a cat. If I had to have an animal, I would have a cat. A black cat.
Just keep up. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about when we're in the chat.
I understand.
I didn't put them together. I'm sorry.
That was interesting.
What
Yeah.
about the secret memes Rose used to go without us? So we're not doing that in season 2.
What? First of all, wait a minute.
Let's get into it.
I did not have a secret meeting. Okay. I got a phone call. We were supposed to be. Okay. So long story short.
Here we go.
For the people, because y'all already know the stories. I gotta tell the story for the 1,500th time. Every time, I'm so tired of bringing this up. Anyway, so we were supposed to be leaving the smaller studio space for a larger room, more conducive to us having a bigger set and being able to decorate more specific to what we wanted, more aligned with our vision. So Joy and Ty both was like, when is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? And Joy, so y'all might not ever see this on video, but Joy, when she starts saying stuff and it all come out in the same tone, what time, when, where, when is this going? What, like she told us the other day, what day? No, what she asked us, when do you
know what she asked?
That was she was asking. No, but I'm saying when she started talking like that, you better come with an answer and ASAP. So I called. Because she had left one, she sent 2 minutes.
Here's the thing with Rose. Here, you know, when Rose is
no, this what she did. No.
What the young folks say, gaslighting you.
No, I am not. That's how when Joy won't
answer, like she don't see messages in the chat, or
I do not. I do
get
not
busy all of a sudden. We know the game, Rose.
Like I don't have no life. Like this one here stay out of town, and this one here stay on somebody's set, and then as soon as I go somewhere, why she can't answer the phone? Both of them busy, but when I get busy, all of us, anyway, whatever. So. Anyway, we all about to be booked in business, so don't worry about it. Ain't nobody answering the phone. But so I went up there. So I called a guy, called a producer, and I was like, listen, we need to figure out what do you need. So it was to the point where we was on Facebook Marketplace looking for stuff, trying to figure it all out, trying to put some prices together. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna handle it. I end up going up there and we're looking at the room. I'm like, okay, so what's the plans? And he's explaining the plans to me. And I go sit down in the old room and he was like, well, let me show you because I rearranged this. And I was like, okay, that's great that you rearranged it. Like, okay. And he was like, yeah, so when y'all come in and record like this, and I was like, the other space though, like I'm confused. Like we're going to the other space. So why are we discussing this rearranged room? So I was like, let me take these pictures because they're not gonna believe they're not gonna believe what I'm saying. So I'm taking pictures of the rearranged same space that we've already said we were ready to upgrade, which had been the conversation at that point for a couple of months that we were gonna upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
I send the stuff to these two, talking to the people, I ain't talking to y'all. Send these to these two, and all of a sudden, so you having secret meetings without us and da-da-da. I'm like, no, we've had whole conversations about what we want to do. I was available. I was trying to just make it happen so we could stop talking about whether we was doing this or not. I just was trying to be proactive and get out there and say, look, like, this is what we're trying to do. This is what we said we want. I done pulled up the text message, took my notes, because y'all know I got my little notepad. I was like, okay, this is what I need, this, and this. Where the stuff at? What we doing? And we didn't even get no pattern for the other room. Wasn't even soundproof. So I was like, okay.
talking about my boy like
I'm
that.
just saying, listen. After that, when we did the rearrange, I said, oh, this
you time. So don't even pat that hand. Block.
I was so mad. Girl.
I be like, damn, it's terrible. That's the scandal. That's the scandal.
Ooh, Joy. How we looking?
That's how he was. That hand was crooked up. Buddy.
Not today.
Y'all are crazy.
Through it. Oh my goodness. And the episode with the water.
I still haven't heard the water. I know it's there. I just haven't heard it.
Bare minimums. Teacher bare minimums. I can go and let you know.
Is the teacher bare minimums?
Look at
you know she mad.
You butt. What?
Nuck if you butt. Nuck if you book that episode. What the fine episode?
The episode called Nuck if you butt.
What you talking about?
The bus was it the bus episode? Look at you. You know when Rose say, her brother say, "Hey, how you doing? Do it, Rose." What y'all used to say?
What?
Your brother said
Your brother.
Yeah, my younger brother.
they was inviting people to their yard and
Oh,
fighting
go
them.
fight. Oh, yeah.
A ratchet.
Rose ain't never been in no fight before.
You seen the tennis shoe?
Oh, yeah.
I got a whole closet full of sneakers. I have to show y'all the ones. My
Them
husband,
heavy shoes. Yeah, she didn't.
my husband liked to buy me sneakers. He be feeding into my hood. My hood.
Yeah,
I had a whole closet full of Jordans. It's so bad.
she be fighting.
Because he didn't want to see you wearing the little bit of dresses you've been wearing this past weekend.
What he say about them little bitty dresses, Rose?
Mm.
John, wish you'd have just been a fly on the wall. I'm about to start putting up cameras. So I went, but I put my little dress on. I came down. So to get to the car, I got to come down the steps, past him, and go out the garage. Okay. And so he's sitting in his little man cave, which is at the bottom, in the den, bottom of the steps. So I come down the steps real slow, try to ease out the door. Look up, and turn his head back. He don't say nothing. So I walk on over there. I'm like, all right, baby, I'm finna go. He see my bag. I got my big bag. Talking about, so what's all that? Oh, this is my swimsuit. I'm going swim with Ty.
There she go. This big. There go Nala.
That's the fur baby.
How pretty.
She is not a baby. Is like this big. You can put it in your purse.
Yeah.
You're fading out, Nala. You're a ghost. You're a ghost, Ma. So her nickname is Ma.
I like it. Aw, no snookum.
That's my baby.
Yeah. So Joy, I tried to get a kiss. I was like, all right, babe, I'm finna go. And he turned his cheek. He looked at me like like he did the one and it was done.
I'm gonna say this now. Watch who cut up when the fame hit. You would think it would be me, but it's not. You may even think it might be Ty. No, it's gonna be Nikki.
I just want to have a little fun.
That's all we're gonna say to that.
I just want to have a little fun, you know.
Well,
y'all be so sick of me. I'm done with y'all.
One of my favorite episodes was the special education episode.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Why did you like that one?
You said something that I thought was kind of interesting. I didn't mean to laugh, but I did. And you said that special education students were calling other kids sped because, and I thought that was so crazy because parents aren't often honest with their students, with their children. And we talked about, like on a serious note, we did talk about how special education was not a lifelong sentence or a diagnosis. You know, you use it as a way to better yourself academically, and then you move on to the next step. It doesn't mean you're dumb or stupid at all, you know, because students are measured in so many different ways for their intellect. Some are very artistic, some are, you know, mathematical, some are dancers and singers. And so, you know, special education for certain students can be used to really help them. So I thought that was a really cool episode.
That clip.
Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at it. I mean, we're reflecting, so let's.
So I have that clip.
Yeah, because a lot of them come to school. Oh, he's spared. Let them know
what that means.
Special education students are calling other students spared.
You're not supposed to laugh. I was giving a straight face. You was not supposed to laugh. You were supposed to kid.
Yes, unfortunately, the some of the most kids that are special education students, they don't they don't know exactly what it is. And I think parents need to do a better job at educating them. And I think we cannot be scared. It's sort of like it's a taboo when we're at school. We don't want to signal out anyone. But I think it's important, especially when children are of age in middle school. I think, elementary kids know different services that they need, but I think it's important that we share with our children, what's going on with their education, because we always teach them that they are the first person that's responsible for their education. So I think it's so important for them to know the whole piece of the pie, so they won't be going around calling other children special ed when they are in special ed and not knowing exactly what that means.
It's just so ridiculous to me that happens, but it does.
Honestly, when Ty said that, I was like,
I don't think anybody was.
I think that was the funniest. I think that is probably one of the single funniest things that I've ever heard.
All right. So what other clips do we have? Let's keep it going. What else do we have?
Okay.
One day, he came in the classroom and gave me a tip. The student. He gave me some money. He gave me some change that he had been collecting for me. Because he said, I know teachers don't make enough.
Oh my God.
And I kept that change in my drawer for the longest time.
So
and whenever the kids would ask me for stuff, I would give it to them. Because I felt bad for I felt bad because I want to take money for the kids, but I was like, damn, he gave me a tip because I don't make enough money.
That is
Right, because the reality of it is, teachers teach because this is a passion. This is what we love to do.
Yeah.
Taking money from kids. What a pity. What a pity. New teachers, don't do that.
I feel so bad. Oh, look at that, Ty.
Not they meeting up. I can go ahead and tell you what this was.
They're meeting up. They're
They're
sending
scheduling it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Schedule. I wouldn't mind it being scheduled. As an adult. But oh, my bad. That's just me.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Talking about the kids.
My bad. I forgot. Okay. The kids know. Oh my goodness. It's getting hot in here. Citizen?
Look at you, Joy.
Next.
I mean, do you feel like, I guess I'm trying to get past.
I know. You're doing so well. Go ahead. You're so good at it.
What episode was that? That was the kid. So to put it into context, students are meeting up in the bathroom to engage in inappropriate behavior.
They were scheduling it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. They were scheduling it.
And Rose had said she, wanted to get her a little something scheduled.
I was having a deficit. It's in a deficit
with something scheduled at the house.
Yeah,
with her spouse.
Scheduled at the house.
Yeah, with her.
I was like, that's a good idea. Schedule it.
Did you get it scheduled yet? I mean,
the calendar be done fell off. It must be like a shorter month. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
What kind of calendar is that, Joy?
I don't know. It's the one where it only has 3 Mondays. And yeah.
Let's just go to the next clip.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oof. What was this? Oh, that's the
Greek wall.
The Greek wall. Oh my God! Look at that hat.
The Greek wall, baby. Huh? Hercules now.
Oh my God! That's the Randy Watson shirt? You know who Randy Watson is, Rose?
But I just want you to remember this one.
Just play the clip.
It is playing.
She don't know who it is.
The clip is playing.
She does. She know who.
She hadn't told you yet, and we can't hear it
because there's no audio on this clip.
So why we have it?
I don't remember why we have this in here. I guess we put it in here and said. I
There
mean,
was
Georgia
time-
looked amazing though.
Yeah. I
There
was
was
looking good too.
Yes, you were. Yes, I think you looked great. And I had the
I
walls.
didn't see you. Let me
I mean,
let me see what you was looking like.
Let me see. Let's see what we were doing.
can
We
we
had
talk
this
about
happen a few times, you know.
can we talk about our ever-changing background?
Hot. Yes.
Huh?
We were making so many faces. What was
We had that
The
wall.
roll had the vest on. You was looking
So
good.
wait,
You
let's
was looking
pause it
good.
there. Can we pause it
yes?
where the pencils are? Okay, so right here, actually, Nikki made that shelf in the back where she put together some cardboard just to lay the pencils on the back so that we can all have our own individual background. Ty had the pencils. Nikki had the fairy wall, and I had the Greek goddess wall.
And tell them how you got that.
Yeah.
So
let's go to the
at
Greek
the
goddess wall.
studio- I don't think our producer at the time knows this, but Ty went to a storage room that she found in the back, and she broke off some branches on a plant that was in the storage. I don't even think our producer knew it at the time.
I think they belong to the church.
That's what I was gonna say. I think they
Okay,
were where the church
So
is.
she snapped off, and she hooked up a wall for me, y'all.
Look at the wall. I hooked all that up. But to mention this, I did stick those artificial leaves back on the plants.
Okay, she returned them.
I returned them.
Good job.
But yes, we didn't have any audio. So season 1 was a lot of trial and error.
We went through a lot, y'all. We
Tell
went
about the background.
so
This is background number 5 or 6 at this point.
yeah, this is maybe 3.
We were trying to see what looked good on us. That's all.
Yeah, we had to see what worked.
Go ahead, explain to us. You mean the lavender bistro place I went? And what you went to lavender?
Oh, you went somewhere one night.
Go ahead, tell us all about it. I'm ready. Oh no, that was with one of my high school friends.
Oh.
What's their pronoun? She. You sure?
Well, you know,
So that background was definitely provided by me. I think it was out. I think this one worked.
I actually like the tablecloth background.
You telling all our business like that?
Sorry. I thought we were being honest.
We ain't being that honest.
I think people need to know where we came from, Taisha. Okay, it wasn't a table. I cannot lie.
It's out now.
She cannot tell a lie.
I
Well,
can't. It's hard. It was a tablecloth.
But Rose definitely can edit.
Go ahead,
I
edit
feel
that.
like the backgrounds definitely made me have to get I've had to up my skills in a lot of tools.
The purple looks good on you though.
It does with that purple and yellow.
And I like that gold that we did. The gold was really pretty.
That gold was nice.
That gold
I wasn't sure if it was going to work because it looked kind of brown, but that gold was really pretty with that
Gold
black.
was it. The goal was it. But what are we talking about right here? I can't remember.
Oh, this is when Joya decided to go out with some other people.
Oh, to the lunch.
This is the lunch. And apparently this is the face I was making as she was explaining it to us, her how this lunch came to be that we were not invited to. And she said, oh, it was just a high school friend. It was no big deal. It felt very much like a big deal to me. I was just trying to clarify, what was really going on.
Gotcha.
Let's just move on.
I don't remember what this is.
I like the outfit though.
Just always come with the outfit.
The outfit was slamming.
Yes, you always come with the outfits for sure.
Mm-hmm. Got my Marie Laveau shirt on.
Yep. I don't know who that is either, but yep.
So now I gotta go get a dance instructor so I can learn it.
Yeah, you go back and do it.
No. I can small group. You can small group. I need small group.
Small
Yeah.
group. Yeah,
To this day, she
come a
still
lot.
be in small group.
We got a new dance coming out though with original song and lyrics from T-Lo.
Boop, boop, boop,
I'm
boop,
gonna be
boop.
showing y'all the choreo. It's super easy.
Halo in the house. Oh,
Now this right here, I had to just sit back and listen.
I
I'm
hope
gonna
you're
let
not putting all this out here now. We just got
no, it just says new Kardashian. So I think
And I don't like that term at all.
we're gonna have to find a new way to talk
You
about
could
it.
be anybody.
I never worry about that.
Blood Kardashian, huh? She calling, you calling.
It's the hat.
it's that.
It's
So
the
this
hat.
is the day I had to really go off on Rose.
It was bad. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It
We
wasn't
just
bad.
disagree. But I feel like that's okay. We disagree. We agree.
It wasn't an argument.
It was
No.
an argument.
I wouldn't have called it an argument. But this is the day that we decided that this is. I think this is the day we were like, this is what we about to do.
Yeah.
This was the start.
This was the start. We was at the Breakfast
you wanted
Boys.
to buy
Shout out to the Breakfast Boys for brunch. Great brunch place. Awful parking place.
Yes. And you know, the spa that I was trying to go, one of the spas I wanted to look at is literally right next door. And I saw it on Instagram. And I was like,
They got a spa next door?
there's a spa next door, a black owned spa. It's a
What?
black woman owned spa, literally next door. And I was just, all I could think about was, like Ty said, that terrible parking. That's all I could think about is how awful it is. I just couldn't imagine doing it.
So tell me about the wine and the plastic now. What happened?
Not drinking it.
That's DJ
Cool.
Red. That's our
Well, I don't
DJ.
drink wine, but I know it shouldn't be
Red.
drink.
Drunk.
Have you been? Are you drinking tonight?
Are you drinking?
Have you had? When's the last
It
time
sounds
you
like
had?
it. So you said it shouldn't be what? Don't worry about it. Okay.
Lawrence, that's our
No,
old
I was
producer.
okay. You shouldn't drink.
Now you listen to
You
DJ.
You
I
shouldn't.
want her to say it wrong as a teacher.
Hey,
And I'm playing right into it.
That's our DJ and our old producer. We miss them.
Yes. Shout out to Caribbean Life Studios and Caribbean Life Radio. We are no longer there, but they did. We still support them, and they still support us. But we did a wonderful 16 shows.
We did 17.
17 shows.
Crazy.
17 shows with them. We had a good ride. Now the Real Teachers of Atlanta have a new makeover, and so we are excited about it.
You want to show them a preview? Or you want to see what other clips we got in here real quick? Let's see. Maybe one more clip and we can get.
Where's the ovaries, vaginas, testicles? Where are
Our students call Miss Carter out about her saying ovaries, testicles, and vagina. That lets me know that y'all ain't teaching them their body parts in science. I'm interested in wondering what they actually call them, because they felt like that was, oh my God.
Right.
So what do they think they are?
We can't say that on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got her a t-shirt coming out. So we got her a t-shirt coming out with ovaries, testicles, and vagina.
How did I say it? It was
You hit the disc. Ovaries. I can't even remember what was. I think we was talking about sex education.
yeah, it was a sex.
What did we talk? Did we have a show, sex education?
We
Yeah,
did.
that was the episode.
Okay.
ovaries, vagina, penis, testicles.
Mm.
And talking about how students, they need to be aware of, parents have to teach them those things at home, but you know,
Their hygiene.
hygiene, yes. Your young lady, you know, you have your lotion, your feminine products,
Your wipes.
your wipes, mouthwash, floss your teeth, brush your teeth, wash, front to back,
Mm.
Oh, but are you ready?
back to front. Don't do that.
I think this is.
Don't do that.
I think this is the clip.
And we have instruction manuals for cars, our refrigerator, but we don't know how our bodies work. So going back to the educational system, there are certain teachers that are only taught, okay, talk about vagina, talk about the penis,
We're only allowed
talk about birth control, like penis, vagina, ovaries.
And but you know
That's the day I wore the little outfit too. Look at me. I look like I'm squished. Look at me. I can't even move. I look tight.
Woo!
This has taught me that I need to bring extra clothes.
Lord have mercy. Look at that. Look at Nikki's background.
Yeah, Rose decided not to comb her hair that day. Just here I am. That's that same little see, that's the outfit, Joy. Look at the outfit. She ran that back. We went to record our song. Look at that. That's the outfit right there. Straight.
Straight for the A.
I ain't want to see it.
Did I have my Vapor Max on too? I think I did.
You did. Shit, we should pull some clips from a recording studio. We ain't got time.
We ain't got time. We need to tell your husband he need to go and burn it up. That's a tragedy.
Die.
You too old to be coming out there looking like that.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
at private school, and the amount of DJs that was happening in the
are you for real?
in the sanctuary.
What?
Yo, I know. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
How did that happen for real?
Yeah, we need to know.
That was a rhetorical question. I just can't imagine. Oh my goodness.
Rose, where you at with coming out showing the baby video?
No, the birthday video. Oh my goodness.
Y'all ain't got that clip with the water in the background?
There is. She said the water.
Don't worry about it.
Jesus.
I think she pulled that clip.
I did. There it goes.
Is this the one with the
Sorry.
That
water?
was probably the last people to watch the
Look at
birthing
it.
That's
video.
what.
That whole hour-long
Down
video.
in the bathroom, they bathing, they doing.
That thing was coming out like.
It starts.
I mean, I don't want to see that either.
Cause I didn't either, but
But it's
seeing it, I was like,
informational.
I don't want no kids.
The school system
You need a whole chick. Do it again, Ro. Do it again. Ooh, look at that.
was probably the last people to watch the birthing video.
Baby,
That whole
it goes
hour-long
down
video.
in the bathroom, they bathing, they doing.
That thing was coming out
What?
like.
It starts.
I mean, I don't want to see that either.
Cause I didn't either, but
They shouldn't
seeing
come
it, I was
here.
like, I
I
want
should
no
have knew
kids.
you were gonna be acting a fool. Look at the outfit. I should have knew then. How much we've learned.
Yes. What's something you've learned? And I'm gonna pull up a preview of the new place, the new stuff.
No, don't show it.
You don't want to just show them the set. They done seen
You
it.
just, but just show the intro video then. You can show the
Yeah,
intro
show
video.
the intro video.
You don't want them to see the set.
What have you learned?
Yeah. What has each of us learned
Um,
from season 1?
you learn from your mistakes. That's I know we say it all the time, but I think that in this process, we have grown to learn what works for us individually and what it takes to make this thing the way that we want. We know what we want out of this now. I just, maybe we've matured in this business. Y'all hit me up. I mean, I'm ad-libbing.
Thinking,
We didn't want to talk over you.
right, I'm taking it in.
Well, do it all the time.
She's gotten better.
And we are improving.
Yes,
I've gotten better.
that's what I'm saying. Learning from our mistakes along the way. That's that. Learning, from like our social media, because I don't think a lot of people know that we all wear different hats when it comes to this business. You say we getting it out the mud. We doing it from scratch, and we're learning along the way. Everybody plays a major part in making this a success. I don't think that we could have one without the other, because everybody plays a big major part. And it's a lot of stuff that I can do, or Rose can do, or all of us collectively can do. I've learned a lot, especially when it comes to technology. We know I'm not the most savvy person when it comes to technology, but I've learned so much from you guys. And Rose, y'all, when it comes to this technology piece and numbers, you make this thing roll. So, I thank you for allowing me to run the business side of this thing. But like when I say making mistakes, even with us, learning what sets the other person off, or what the other person like, it's been a real journey, and we're still going.
Yeah, I would agree. What about you, Joy?
I guess I've learned that, of course, everyone is not going to like what you say, and that's okay. And to not be afraid to speak the truth. I think that's the biggest lesson, in that you may be reprimanded, or not reprimanded, but you may go through the criticism, but you're going to come out on the other side, though.
Yeah.
Helping a lot of people. Like, you're going to pull people with you along the way.
Yeah.
I think that's what I've learned.
I feel like I've learned kind of two big lessons. One is when it comes to when it comes to social media, I've always done everything, all of my ventures, all of the things that I've wanted to kind of sink my teeth into, I guess. I've always done them solo. I've not had like people that are like-minded enough to say, hey, let's do it all together. I haven't had that. So I feel like that's different. And I'm not used to working. I've not ever worked with women either. So so fully for me, I feel like this has been an experience. Just being able to allow myself, or give myself the space to
trust the people that you're working with.
Exactly. And which is a struggle. Y'all know we've had.
Yes, it is. Yes.
It's really a struggle, but I actually feel so much more comfortable with it than I did in the beginning. So I think it was definitely a challenge. It was a trial. And the other part, I feel like when it comes to just our being able to separate the friendship from the business, and kind of being able to allow those two things to exist. And I think, Joy, you've actually been really good at saying, okay, let's just go hang out. And it just has nothing to do with the podcast. It has nothing to do with social media. Let's just go hang out. Let's do these things. And you're always big on, let's go do something together. And then in my mind, I'm like, okay, we got to film some content. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to post it here. And there's been moments where I'm like, no, let's just enjoy each other's company. Like, if we take a picture, it's more about the experience and continuing to nourish that relationship, and let that relationship kind of not, though it will spill over, right? I think it's very evident when we're on set together that we are true friends. However, I do really think that it is important that we nurture that. And so I'm always really grateful when you make those suggestions like, hey, let's do this. And I'm like, it is time for us to do just a let's go be besties thing instead of the Real Teachers of Atlanta thing, if that makes sense. So I think that's what I've taken away from season 1, and I think I'm still taking that away.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I had no intention of starting a podcast at all. I just was gonna be you all's co-teacher and go home, go do my acting thing.
So you thought
That's really, I mean, what my intention was. I mean, of course, I was cordial. You know, I was pleasant, but I didn't want to build a business with, anybody that I was working with. I was there to teach to get the money. That's it.
I told
That's
you we was going to do something together, and that's
Right.
that.
this is
Right.
already bigger than I ever would have imagined. Like
Mhm.
ever. In my wildest dreams, I would never have imagined this. But I'm so grateful for it. I think it has been wonderful so far.
It's been a ride, and we are definitely putting in the work, and we're just so excited about season 2. It's only up from here.
Before we do the intro video, Ty, why don't you talk about the concept? Because I know you came up with we had a couple of concepts. But
Yeah, we
the
did.
final, yeah.
So this concept, actually our new producers for our new podcast, they help execute what we envision. We played with a lot of different scenarios, and at the end of the day, we wanted to show something that highlighted who we were or who we are. And so we kind of got like a different world kind of feel, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, it's more like three different totally people coming together, like girlfriends. And so in the intro video, you'll see you'll see us coming together as friends, and then you get to see us individually, who we are, some things that we like to do. Miss Carter made our song. She actually wrote the song. What do you record to drug us to the recording studio?
First of all, and no,
I didn't want any parts of it.
No, she did not. I said, Ty, Nikki, I would love for you all to do the ad libs. Ty said, I'm not doing it. I said, yes, you are. Please, ma'am. Because I do have to say, please, ma'am.
to Den Mother.
Yes, I do. Please, ma'am. But she agreed. They agreed to do it. We had a great time. I enjoyed producing it. I really did. It was a lot of work, of course. Well, I wouldn't say it's a lot of work, but I wanted something that was unique to us instead of just buying a beat online. I wanted to put the instruments together and give it the feel that I think that came together quite nicely. So.
And I actually recently watched the video that you put together, kind of showing like all the other pieces. And it was really neat. Like I'd not seen some of those tools before, so I thought it was really cool. So I think just one more area that just highlights the different talents that we all have and we bring to the table. So listen,
I was exactly what I was going to say. Like, I know everyone see us on the podcast talking smack, having a good girl conversation, but at the end of the day, like, we put a lot of work into this, like a lot of unbelievable amount of creative things happen in these brains, and we go to work, and one needs the other. Like, we are definitely the puzzle pieces to each other.
Agreed. So
Well, here we
without
are.
ado, this is our updated intro. It's our new, it's the long version of our intro. And if you visit our YouTube channel, which obviously you have if you've seen this video, it is available for you to view, and you have to click on season 2 to get to it. So are y'all ready?
Woo!
It feels like a real unveiling of everything. I don't know. Let's see. Make sure I'm showing the right screen. All righty.
We got the queens in the house, y'all.
I am Mrs. P. Smith, the Mama Bear at School, your favorite ELA and SPED teacher, but always teaching my students about business.
I'm Miss Rose, commonly known as the snarky teacher, always ready with the good candy. The kids say I'm their favorite math teacher.
After school, it's lights, camera, action. During school hours, it's Miss Carter, the life science teacher saving lives.
We got the queens in the house, y'all.
Love it.
We hope you guys love it as much as we do.
I know, right?
I think it was
It's pretty
good.
cool.
I think we did good. That is cool. And that's your first one. I didn't realize that was your first one, like doing the whole process together. Because I know that you sing already.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah, that was the first one. I mean, I have some knowledge of, music theory, and so I said, okay, well, I can put chords together. I know how instruments work, so let's see what happens. I think I did pretty good.
yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
So where are the people gonna find us?
The people can find us on all social media platforms as the Real Teachers of Atlanta.
Yes.
Make sure you go to our YouTube and subscribe to our channel, because you absolutely do not want to miss any of season 2. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying this because I'm on the podcast, but we're coming in hot.
Yeah, sometimes we shock ourselves.
And it's fun. I think it's fun, it's funny, it's fresh.
Yeah, thank you all for supporting us, for liking our videos, commenting. Even if you're watching and you don't comment, if you don't like what we say, we literally appreciate all of your support, all of your views, all of your all of that really does help. Even if you don't like it, you're still watching it and it's still pushing our numbers. Thank
And
you.
with that being said, we out.
Bye.
Bye.